Hi, my name is Jacqueline Bruder and I'm the CEO of Split. I'm here with Damien, our CTO, Kevin, our CFO, Sreshta, our CMO, and Yunchi, our COO, and we're here to tell you about Split, an innovative bill splitting app. It is an honor to present to you today, and we hope you enjoy what we have to offer. First, we will demonstrate what Split is, then take you through the opportunity that it creates, then show you our value proposition, and we'll support that proposition with our market research. And lastly, we'll tell you a little bit about our goals and what we want to accomplish. Now I will pass it off to Damien, our CTO, to introduce you what Split is.
Thank you, Jacqueline. We surveyed 85 people and found that 78% of them are not satisfied with their current way of splitting bills. Imagine the following situation. You went out to a restaurant with your friends and you're having fun with them, but this good time gets interrupted with this long bill that now you need to split. For each item on this bill, you need to figure out who ordered what and then calculate all the charges manually and charge everyone separately on an app like Venmo. Additionally, you need to figure out how to split tax charges such as tax and tips so it's fair. This process is long, difficult, and brain power consuming, and it interrupts your flow of having fun with your friends. But Split offers a solution. We offer you a way to split a bill in 3 simple steps for the bill payer and 2 steps for the people who want to pay you back. The bill payer just needs to take a picture of the bill and confirm that our algorithm scanned it correctly. Then you need to select the people who you want to split the bill with. And if your friends don't have our app yet, you can still select them by just inputting their email or phone number and inviting them to split. And then you need to edit or add any extra charges such as tax and tip and select whether you want to split them evenly, manually, or proportionally to the percentage of the bill's subtotal. And then the people who pay you back just need to claim their items from the bill and pay with either PayPal, Venmo, credit card, or direct deposit. All the features that I just presented has been selected based on our survey with 82 of our potential customers who indicated that those features would be the most crucial for them to download a bill splitting app. Also notice that people can pay you back on their own phones. So you don't need to split the bill immediately anymore. You can do it after you get home. So with Split, bills will never interrupt your fun with your friends again. And the central piece of our app will be a bill scanning algorithm. All physical bills have a similar structure. It's a list of items with descriptions and prices. And we want to utilize this fact to create a unique and efficient machine learning algorithm capable of scanning text on bills perfectly. 97% of people that we surveyed indicated that it's very important for a bill splitting app to be able to scan bills correctly and automatically. But we are not able to find an app that currently offers such a solution. Therefore, we believe that this algorithm will be a barrier to entry for our potential competitors. That's why we will try to patent this algorithm, and we'll be also collecting data of our users to further improve our machine learning model. And this will be an additional barrier to entry since the new entrants will not have access to such data. And now let me pass the presentation to Yunchi to talk about our industry and consumers.
Thanks, Damien. Split will offer both a free and premium edition to its customers. Once customers receive their bills at restaurants, they might hear about Split from their friends or from social media, and then they will download the app from their corresponding app stores. And now they have 2 choices. One is to try the free edition and watch a 15-second ads during the time when each transaction is taking place. And the other is to upgrade to a premium account and enjoying the service without any ads. Either way, our users will be able to experience fast and simple bill splitting and receive rewards points each time they use the app. Because of the culture of splitting bills fairly and also the familiarity with the regulation, we will focus our initial market in the United States. Currently, 91.5 million people in the US use peer-to-peer money transferring apps. And according to our survey, 97% of people using those apps also split bills with others. Therefore, we expect our potential market to be 89 million users in 2021, and this number is forecasted to grow to around 100 million in 2024. Within the market of P2P mobile payment users, we will primarily target US college students as our segment. And that's because they often spend for group dining and they split bills with friends more frequently. In 2020, college students spent $40 billion eating out. And according to our survey, 73% of college students indicate they split bills for at least 3 times per month. And furthermore, 50% of those transactions were split among groups larger than 3 people. Our early adopters will be students at the Philadelphia region. In the first year, we expect to acquire around 75,000 users from the local universities. Our survey shows that people split bills for 79 times per year on average, and that will give us 6 million users and 150K in our revenue. With extensive marketing effort, our goal is to increase our market base across the US with a growth rate of 3.5 times a year. And by year 5, we hope to reach out to 11 million users with a revenue of $22 million per year. And from here, I will pass it on to our CMO Shrestha to talk about the marketing effort that we are going to implement to make this trend possible.
Thank you, Yunchi. So first, let's look at some other apps that have an automatic bill splitting function. So Splitwise and Settleup are 2 major apps that have this function. You can split bills manually for free, but in order to access the automatic bill splitting function, you have to pay money. Now let's take a look at services that can be used to split bills for free. So in this category, we have things like Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, and Cash App. These are payment processors that allow for splitting bills, but as Demi mentioned earlier, you have to manually input how much each person owes. This can be time-consuming and prone to error. Also, since we plan to partner with these organizations, they're not necessarily our direct competitors. Now let's take a look at where Split falls. So Split takes the best of both worlds and combines them. It offers automatic bill splitting for free, which is something that our competitors don't offer. And although we offer a premium membership option, this is like optional, so people don't have to pay money to access the full functionality of our app. Now let's take a look at our marketing strategy and how that's going to take advantage of our competitive position. So Split has a 3-phase marketing plan in order to expand from our starting region into the rest of the US. So in phase 1, we're going to start on schools in the Philly area, for example, University of Pennsylvania, Temple, Drexel, University of Sciences. This is because we founders are based in Philadelphia, so we already have the connections in this region, and we're close enough to this region to get started promoting in these schools. We'll lead the promotional efforts in these schools, mainly as we founders will be like working on this. In phase 2, we'll be starting to make enough revenue to expand into other schools in the Northeast, specifically Ivy Leagues and other state schools such as Rutgers, State University of New York, and major schools in these Northeastern states. And we will be still playing a role as founders in this expansion. However, we will also be starting to use campus ambassadors to spread the word in these schools, and I'll get to more about that in a bit. And then in the final phase, we will expand to other schools in the US, specifically the West Coast, like California, Seattle, Portland, and major Midwest cities such as Chicago, major Southern locations such as Texas. And for these locations, we're going to rely mainly on ambassadors because they are more geographically distant from where we founders are located. So in terms of how to spread the word, we have 4 major methods of spreading the word about Split. So campus ambassadors are going to be students from a given university chosen based on their social following. And their roles can be similar to what we do to promote Split, and that's basically the following. So first, they're going to inform their friends and classmates about Split in conversations that they might be having. They might set up tables around campus and reach out to students who are walking through campus to talk to them that way. Second, they're going to create social media posts, and they'll be expected to post a minimum of about 1 to 2 posts per week about Split. Third, they're going to be sending emails to campus organizations and asking those organizations to spread the word about Split to their constituents. And fourth, they'll be hanging up posters around campus so that students can see information about Split as they walk to and from class. Ambassadors are going to be paid $11 an hour, and we'll keep it to a minimum of about 1 to 2 ambassadors per campus in order to keep our costs at a low. I'll now pass it on to our CFO, Kevin, to talk about our financial plans that will make this marketing possible.
Thanks, Shrestha. We're going to move on to some of the funding rounds that we're seeking out to obtain from venture capital firms. So first off, we think venture capital will be a better option than taking on loans because loans are a riskier option for us as college students. And additionally, we think that VCs will provide the resources and guidance needed for us to kind of pursue this opportunity as first-time entrepreneurs. So Split's funding plan will have 4 stages totaling $3.6 million. In total, we will need this money for 4 different stages. First off, our non-dilutive grant for $100,000 will be used to hire engineers and app developers, as well as giving out equity to them to incentivize them to stay on. Next, the next round, we will focus on angel and seed investors, where we'll ask for $500,000 to hire engineers and app developers to further expand our platform. In our Series A round, we want to take $1 million to expand our app, continue hiring, and start implementing our marketing plan, as well as growing our business out. In our Series B round, when we reach a more mature stage company, we're going to seek out $2 million to fully staff the team, cross the chasm, and have a full-on working application. All in all, we will make Split be valued at $151 million in 5 years. We took this valuation through comps of comparable companies such as PayPal and Square, as well as the industry PE of the payment processing industry. We took a blended average of these two, and that led us to a 54.6 PE. And using our net income on year 5 of $2.77 million, we reached $151 million at the time of sale. And thus you can see investors will benefit heavily through the realization of our returns. The angel and seed investors who initially put in $500,000 at a 30% ownership will gain $45.3 million or 146% annual return for 5 years. Our Series A round, who put in $1 million at 22% ownership, will receive $33.22 million and 102% annual return for 4 years. Our Series B round, that put in $2 million and received 20% ownership, will gain $32.2 million at a 72% annual return for 3 years. This will be realized through an exit by a sale to a third-party buyer, such as Square or PayPal. We thought an acquisition would be the best option for Split because of the synergies that we offer to various payment processing industries that already have built-in platforms that could use our technology and could integrate our platform into theirs. Now, moving on to Jacqueline, she will talk more about our team and our future plans.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for explaining our business and financial model. Now I'll continue to tell you a bit about our talented group of people. I've been working in venture capital for the past 6 months, and I have extensive background in finance and entrepreneurship. Damien, our CTO, has been programming since he was about 10 years old and has worked as a software engineer at a Polish startup for about 3 years. Our COO, Yunchi, was the co-director of business development of Pedal Inc. this past year, and she is also the co-president of case competition for the Penn Graduate Consulting Club. Sreshta, our CMO, worked as an analyst for IQVIA for 7 months and is currently a launch strategy intern at Eversana Consulting, where she contributes to marketing efforts and customer support. Lastly, Kevin Liu, our CFO, has a heavy background in investing and has worked in various fields of finance for companies. He has also served as the president of the Wharton Investment and Trading Group. We believe with all of our background and skill together, we make a great group of hardworking and determined entrepreneurs. Split utilizes image recognition technology to split bills amongst friends and families quickly, easily, and accurately. We believe this is an amazing opportunity and one that you do not want to miss out on. Again, we plan on reaching 11 million users and $22 million in revenue by 2026. Split will have a huge impact on the way we split our bills in the aftermath of your dinner. Say goodbye to calculating individual separate meals, taxes, and orders, and say hello to Split. Fast, free, and fair. Thank you.